Minasan, konnichiwa, Misusu desu. In this video, we'll be looking at noodles and how they teach us about math. Let's start by watching a video in a video. Okay, now let's look at that again, but this time let's count how many noodles there are after each pull and fold. Here there are 2 noodles. Let's go again. This time we have 4 noodles. This time we have 8 noodles. This time we have 16 noodles. This time we have 32 noodles. And this time we have 64 noodles. So we started with 1 strand of noodle, in other words, just a thing of dough. Then we ended up with 64 noodles in the end. This is the art of Chinese noodle pulling. Let's analyze the numbers in a table and see what's going on. Alright, so looking at the table, we see that each time the dough is pulled then folded over, the number of noodles is doubled. So we can look at it like this. Each time we add 1 to p, n is multiplied by 2. This is a special type of growth called exponential growth. Let's use a number line to look at this relationship. We can look at the top number as the number of folds or pulls, and the bottom as the number of noodles. So we go 1 to the right on the top, we multiply by 2 in the bottom. Okay, so you're probably wondering then why I have a few empty spaces on the left. Let's start at 6, then go backward. If we go 1 to the left, on the top, what happens to the number of noodles? It divides by 2 and goes from 64 to 32. What if we go again? Well, same thing happens. So we can see that there's a pattern of go 1 right means multiply by 2. Go 1 left means divide by 2. Okay, so what happens after 0 then? Since we see that at 1, we get 2, and then we go over another, and then we get 1, because 2 over 2 is 1. So let's just do that same thing that we've been doing. We go 1 to the left on top, and we get -1. How about on bottom? We divide 1 by 2, and we actually get 1/2. And what if we go over yet another unit? Well, we get -2 on top, and 1/2 divided by 2 on the bottom, which is the same thing as 1 over 4. So what we see here is that the top number can give us the bottom number. But what if we were to reverse that? What if, for whatever reason, I were to ask you how many folds or pulls would you need to get to 64 noodles? Then essentially what we're looking for is the top number. So the top number tells us how many steps we have to go essentially to get to a certain number when we're multiplying everything by 2, starting with 1. This is actually what we call logarithmic growth. So you see that there's this relationship between exponential growth and logarithmic growth. And this is just the basic idea of it. I just wanted to show you guys with noodles, since that's a more concrete way of looking at it. So, in the end, actually, this is what I got in the dish. So all that pulling and everything turned into this. Alright, so that's the end of this video. ありがとうございました。次に会いましょう。